Not sure if you've joined us, but let's go anyway. So I'm here. It's Monday morning. Yeah, that's right. And on my way over here with Mum, I was in London Underground, Victoria Station, and the trains are all shut. So I had to get out of the trains and walk over. So it's taking a little longer. This is my book, Thriving at Nature's Pace. So I hope you can go and get a copy. And I'm reading it with Mum because Mum was asking, "What's it about?" So we read a little bit of every day. I think we're about maybe a sixth of the way through. So maybe 3 months more. I think something like that. But it's really good because it means that every morning I get to come and see Mum, and Mum made some chicken soup for me today. That's really fantastic. So we carry on with the steps to acceptance. The largest 2,000 companies in the world have a total revenues of over $50 trillion. Think about that. This is according to the business and finance magazine Forbes. This is money that people around the world collectively spend. This is a huge sum of money and is the most powerful economic force in the world. It is the power of people's collective spending. That's you and my mum and me and everyone around us. In electoral democracies, the money goes to governments through taxes. Lobbying and politics dilute its power. Individuals can only express indirectly their wish as to how it may be used. In authoritarian regimes, individuals have even less say in how the money is used. As a result, people see themselves as powerless, even though they are the ones who spend the money to make this economic force possible. Acceptance that things can radically change means accepting that people can have control of this powerful economic force. Every business needs its customers, and every government needs businesses. So this power can come from people simply directing their spending to those they think are making the world better. This can be hugely empowering. It opens up the possibility of new global governance. People can consent through their spending to determine the direction of economics. This allows people to have their voices. They can determine things through their spending choices. This can happen regardless of government policies. Resolving the use of oil and gas and coal is one of these things that people can do. The power of dealing with climate change thus lies in people's own hands. This means that people can drive the innovations they genuinely need. They get to direct businesses through their spending to develop the innovations they want, rather than the current approach where businesses manipulate the public to the innovations that businesses want the public to buy. The fact is, even when change is necessary, people change when they are actually able to. If they don't change, it doesn't mean that they don't want to change. Often, it is because they do not feel that they are in a position to be able to change. By knowing they can have the power to bring about the innovations they will need to help themselves, change can come about more readily. Governments don't lose out if the transition happens in this way. They will still be needed to represent national interests. They will still be called on to look after security, welfare, education, and the redistribution of wealth within their countries. However, the global citizenry can use its power to take care of global economics. Governments, in any case, do not control the global economy. That's entirely in the hands of businesses and their customers. So that's us again. Money for the transaction would come more directly from private sources. This is good for governments. It leaves them free to use their scarce revenues to protect the welfare of their citizens. The global economy, in any case, is a beast outside the control of the governments. In today's global economy, individual governments are themselves prisoners of the economy. Businesses do not lose out either. Their roles become clearer. It would give more room for smaller businesses, other than the big multinationals, to benefit by providing a greater variety of innovations to meet a greater range of motivations. More businesses can thrive. The impossible bickering about whether it is people before profit or profit before people now lies in the hands of people. They can direct their spending to those they think are making the world better. They can decide for themselves if this is their world, their neighbor's world, or both that they want to make better. All this is simply recognition that if there are invisible hands that drive the economy, they are the hands of the customers and not of the businesses. People are the customers. If businesses are evil, it is because people keep buying from them. If they want that to change, they can buy from others instead. What will then happen is that businesses will come chasing to provide what people genuinely need in the ways that people wish it to be provided. It's radical recognition that changes the power of economics to allow it to emerge from people themselves. So I think we'll stop there. What do you think, Mom? So hi to everyone. So we're just stopping here for today. I'm going to get a pencil and mark where I am so I know where to start up tomorrow. We do this most days from about 8:30 in the morning in London time, and it's not always certain because it depends on how Mum is, what she has in her mornings, and also like this morning it depends on the London traffic, which was a bit difficult this morning because the Victoria Line tube underground station stopped. Everybody was waiting in the train, waiting for it to go. In the end, it's not too far from here, it's about 20 minutes walk. I got out of the station, walked over. A little bit of rain, but good for me. So what do you think of that, Mum?
Yeah. But business, people like the restaurant, if they carry on doing business in the middle of the night, late night, they use the energy.
Yes, they do. So it's up to people
Yeah.
to say, I'm not going to go to the restaurant so late.
So they spend more energy.
Yes. So at the moment they do. So there are loads of Chinese restaurants that stay open all night. They don't have to do that.
Yeah.
So we want to reduce the energy.
But then they don't do the business, then the income will be less, earning less.
Yes, but we will still go to restaurants. We'll just go to the ones that don't open all night. And we'll tell them, we don't come to you because you open all night. We'd rather go to the ones that don't. And that's the idea. It's actually in our hands.
I see.
And the argument is always, oh gosh, they can't have all the money that they have. But actually, you know what? You can do that. You can still have the money. We're still going to spend. It's just a matter of who we spend it with. Spend it with the people you think are making the world better. That's what we need to do. And that's a huge power. It's the greatest power in the world. The power of our collective spending. So have a great day, everybody. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes. So we're going to carry on. Thriving at Nature's Pace is my book. And I read it with Mum because Mum is 90. She's lost a lot of her sight and she can't quite see good enough to read anymore. But it's a great chance for us, a great chance for me to come and see my mum every morning. Most mornings, Monday to Thursdays. We start between about 8:30 and 9:30. It depends a bit on the day and how Mum starts her day and how traffic is and so on. So bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you for your time.